What's up, everybody? The doctor is in, and I am being joined by none other than Thomas Winkley here on this wonderful Friday night for the Casa 57 here on the Twitch.tv, Dom SOS _. How you doing today, Tom?
I am so good. You know, I woke up this morning and I was doing my mantras, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I don't want to be a chicken. I don't want to be a duck. I want to commentate some motherfucking Street Fighter. So I'm glad to be here. Might shake my butt. Who knows? Chat, how we doing?
That's pretty good. I do have to say, I think ducks have it pretty easy. So sometimes you may want to rethink that specific mantra. But for now, obviously, I think you have the better gig. Coming on Street Fighter here with us. Speaking of which, we have our first matchup coming in just a couple of minutes. High Speed Chaos versus none other than NYC Furby. Arturo, you said it right before we went live. Why wouldn't he be in top 8? He's too good.
Right. Yeah, like, why wouldn't we have a sim in top 8, right? Like, the funeral's over, and Arturo is such a good player. He knows what he's doing. And honestly, I'm excited to see High Speed Chaos, right? Rocking some of those Ken buffs. We got that Fierce DP, getting a little distance help. So maybe this is the time for High Speed Chaos to show us what the Ken Masters is all about.
Yeah, Ken's a character that we've seen do very well here at the Casa, right? Everybody remembers Diego V. The guy was an absolute animal, constantly top 4. So we're no strangers to the Ken pick. However, I can't remember a matchup where Art actually played against Diego V. But I mean, Art plays Street Fighter, so he knows that Ken exists. He knows what Ken does. I'm sure he's not unaccustomed to these online Kens.
No, absolutely. You have to be ready for him, right? And I've seen how much time Art was putting into ranked, how much time he's done on the online grind, how many tournaments he's ran, commentated, hosted. You got to be ready for online Ken. Well,
how many tournaments he's won
over a series of... Oh, yeah, and one. Sorry. I thought you said run. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, he runs one. But it's over a myriad of months. Anyway, High Speed Chaos.
Yeah, he's won so many of them. It's you know, if he had an actual trophy case, it'd be overflowing. But he's definitely overflowing in damage right now as he's taking a bit to the face.
Yeah, I don't know what that Tatsu was about for High Speed Chaos. Maybe thought a fireball or something was coming, but he gets the side switch, tosses him, fish with that roundhouse, and now he's got to sit in the fire and try to find a way back in on top of Furby.
Yeah, just like everybody else, Sim's out here barbecuing in the nice weather. Does get a massive jump in on the side of High Speed Chaos, though.
What was that
That's
DP?
a bit of an oopsie. Oh, almost lands on the fireball, though. But it's still back to the spacing game here. Oh, the raw DP activate. Does get jab checked, though.
Wow. Yeah, but he could have gotten a better punish, I think. He had the bar, could have done stand light punch, stand light kick, EX, and now High Speed Chaos is one touch away. The throw to take the round. Looking good.
It was good stuff. It was some spaghetti in there on both sides, but if they both tighten it up a little bit more, then I think we'll have a really good one. Again, these are some awkward DPs coming out from High Speed Chaos. That was a bit better of a punish from Furby than the last one. That's kind of sick.
Yeah, the air Tatsu's blowing up this down medium punch. Okay, we got EX Tatsu's double dash, going for the setup. Arturo happy to block. Slides in, catches his toes, gonna side switch out. The jab challenges, though, and now we just try to get some space. Like, yo, deal with these. Deal with these jabs.
It's looking like we're playing Strive out here with the 5 Ps, just never ending. Huge crush coming through, though. And, all right.
I like that. I like that. You didn't kill me. You're still floating. Let me get you.
Yeah, that's a bit of an oopsie. It's hard to look at as we do see the burning once again. EX Tatsu to get up and over. Again, 2 in a row.
And then he tries to get wild with these Tatsus. I don't understand what the reasoning is behind him. He's trying to catch a limb or something? Maybe trying to get through... I don't know why Art would throw a fireball at that range, but these random Tatsus got to go.
I mean, the other thing is Art didn't have meter there, so it's not like he could have thrown an EX fireball. He would have had to do the long up in the air looping one, which I think would have still been safe even with the Tatsu.
Wow, okay, this time the Anvil's saying, all right, no dive kicks.
And that's a nice little adjustment because we've seen Art be punished with these air options out of the Tatsu and tries to go for it again, but it was a grounded Tatsu this time. So we're starting to see some mind games really erupt here.
Okay, but this is big damage. Gets the Anvil Crush. Gonna go for the frame kill +2. But the spacing's a bit off. Gets the roundhouse. Here comes High Speed.
Yep, back to the wall. Art's gonna get thrown here. EX Fireball for the pressure. Run forward 2. Gets another throw.
Dash up, good tech, tries to slide the neutral jump, but he doesn't believe, just gets to stand light kick, and he gives NYC Furby a chance.
Gets hit by another Tatsu. The crush counter pushed him out of range. Wasn't able to get the follow-up there, but perseverance is the key, and Art will eventually take game 1 here.
And that was super tough, right? Like, High Speed Chaos needed something to happen. There looked like a little bit of stutter on the side of things, maybe an execution drop. But then, like, once you're in that corner, your life is low. Sim's got anti-airs, Sim has buttons to go into your fireballs, and he had a V-trigger activation on deck. That was as bad as it could possibly be in this matchup.
Yeah, and it was really weird, the situation we found ourselves in there too, because we saw like the slide under the original Tatsu. They got him out of the corner, and then they did it again and put him right back in the corner. And it was just really awkward to see both sides trying to figure something out there.
Yo, I love that choice of combo from NYC Furby, right? Deciding, hey, if I do the teleport juggle, it might side switch me. We're going to stay right up in front. And just really playing a slow, patient game. Waits, baits, and punishes the raw Tatsu. You can't jump on me. I've already shown you the anvil.
That's getting a little scrambly here from High Speed Chaos, and I'm not sure exactly what's happening in the mind here, because we've seen more solid play from High Speed Chaos in the past. So this is looking really uncomfortable in this specific matchup, because he's using these Tatsus trying to get in. That time it trades because it's the X, but like we haven't seen another real option coming out from High Speed Chaos. It's just air Tatsu, and if I get crush countered, oh well, I'll do it again in a couple seconds.
Right, which is a mistake, because this isn't a standard anti-air, right? Like, he's taking 150, 200 damage with every jump. But here's a conversion. We got the Tatsu. Time to get your setups. Goes low. Art blocks. Okay, plus frames into toss.
All right, and it's
you're dead.
Air Tatsus.
No, he didn't have it.
Oh, one more chance.
Can live.
Yeah, trigger on deck, though.
Stop it. Stop it. Art knows. He's using the slides to get past these Tatsus and then just hitting my mans with that anvil. Dude, he's building the sword. He's working the forge with all these anvils.
Man, High Speed Chaos is not showing any signs of changing the game plan, though. And Art's totally fine with that. Art's saying, yes, please. Tatsu, all right, back on the anvil you go. Let me hammer it in a little bit harder. Maybe this time you'll get it.
And it's tough, too. I mean, you do have to give the thing of, like, when you're playing against a zoner like Sim, like, you want in. Great buffer on the stand light kick. Okay, there's the option to select. Hold these frames, get them low. But you are trying to get in as much as possible, and when you can't, it becomes very frustrating. Again, walks back into a perfect spacing. Oh, he's gonna land. Set up City. Gets him on the toes. It's season 1. Or touch to stun.
More. No, needs one more for stun. Does let him out of the corner, though. We're gonna get the activation. Tatsu forward as well.
He slides out.
The forward Tatsu. No punish. Huge jump in here for High Speed Chaos. Spent a little bit of bar. Only needs one more for the round. As we go jump in. Tat. That time.
Nice speed more over, trying to get a card. Again, nothing with the cross-up situations.
I'm here, Tom. It's just that my...
Okay, we got pressure coming in here. High Speed Chaos is trying to get a little bit of a stagger. Walking in, pushing with that Lion Breaker, but not taking it. Oh, I like the staggered button presses. Kind of getting it on a little harder. And he's coming forward. Gets the juggle. Gonna come out. Wow, he's ready for these Tatsus. But it's okay. High Speed Chaos not to be stopped. I like that view reversal. Doesn't want to sit in the flames. No conversion on the hit. Crush. Launch. EX. Jump back. Land. He didn't get the juggle, but it's one touch. You got to hold this. He's out. Okay, went for the air-to-air. Here comes High Speed Chaos. He has a chance.
All right, and I'm back just in time to see if High Speed Chaos can take this second round for the game. Does get a throw. Staying forward, staying aggressive. The reversal's Art's trying to just do anything. 8 seconds left. High Speed has to win.
Oh my god, he clipped him. But then he gets him with the super active. That was the last active frame, I swear.
That was the longest slide in Dalsum history.
That was like watching Tekken slow-mo. Good punish on the sniper.
Yeah, like you said earlier, if it's not going to kill me, why are you doing it? It's not going to work. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and you have plenty of time to react to it once he hits it, right? And the forward motion of that HP DP, it'll get you. Okay, this time it's a trade, no crush counter.
Yeah, that's something we've seen a couple times. And High Speed has been trying to mix up their Tatsus because the grounded Tatsu wins out over the anti-air option, but the air Tatsu just gets completely blown up by the crush counter. So trying to mix them up, and it's working a little bit better. We're seeing some more productivity here from High Speed Chaos.
Yeah, but you got to guess for the game. That was a big and just an easy standstill, down fierce, 3-0 for NYC Furby. Going to move forward in the bracket.
Yeah, Art just got the read and then just set up shop, right? It's like if you read a book about how to set up a business and then you just set up the business. And he definitely gave it to him.
He did the market research. He knew his target customer base. He knew who the audience was. He knew his demographic. He just put up the storefront and crush countered the audience to death. Could you imagine if that was an actual business model? Like you go into the shop and they just like hit you with a crush counter and you pay them $20 and leave.
Honestly, it sounds like a bar drink, right?
It does. It does.
Although there's like a slight edge there where it feels like that's something you would get at like a Red Bull event, where like it's a Street Fighter Red Bull event and they have like the specialty drinks there, and it's like the Hadouken and it's like Tatsu, and then you get a crush counter and you're like,
yep,
it's almost there, Red Bull.
And if we're being honest, it's all just vodka in a different color Red Bull. Like there's nothing special about the drink. It's just like, oh yeah, no, the Tatsu's the purple Red Bull, the crush counter's the yellow one, the Shoryuken, that's the red Red Bull. Like it's all vodka Red Bull. You just, you get a fancy name depending on the color of the can.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. Vodka Red Bull has always been my go-to. And sometimes, I want a little bit of dragon fruit flavor in there. Shoutouts to the summer beverage.
Is this sponsored by Red Bull, or are you just a big fan? How's this going down? You just out here chilling?
I'm a big fan, personally, but if Red Bull wants to have a conversation, my DMs are open.
Dr. Shill in the building. Now, I'm with you.
Speaking of shilling, actually, Tom, I'm going to take a moment here and shill professionally. We do have the Match Arena codes in the chat, !Match Arena. And it does give you the code Casa SFV57. That's a high number. So if you forget how to type it in, you can actually just copy and paste that coupon code into the Match Arena, and it does add 50 cents for free to the pot of tonight's tournament.
All right, we're gonna see one of my favorite Akumas in North America, Z's Nuts, going up against Space Bois from the church, bringing out the Seth instead of the Sakura. Wow, you cannot bring these axe kicks out. I wonder if we're going to see Space Boy, though, start the axe kick game early and then try to start shortchanging them a little bit to get these baited DPs from Z's Nuts for the big punishes.
Highly possible. It was a very deep cross-up, though, as we do see back to the wall. And it is interesting that Space Boy went for the Seth right off the bat, right? It's a character that we've been seeing Space Boy try out a lot more in the online world. And personally, I think it's been mixed results. Like, we watched him play it a lot last week, too, and it worked in some matchups and then kind of got exploited in other ones.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, again, like, this is a free-to-enter tournament. It's got some of the best talent in the U.S. If you're going to try your alts out, this is the place to do it, right? And this is top 8.
Heck yeah.
You've got plenty of time to adjust. It's a first to 3. You can switch characters up a little bit. And Space Boy Seth is really good. And honestly, in this matchup, right, both these characters, low health, big damage. So it's very swingy, but you can definitely do it either way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do think I actually like the Seth in this matchup a little bit more than the Sakura. I think some of the ways around the neutral game can actually really benefit Space Boy here quite a bit. And this is another strong start. Double dash forward, triple dash forward, all the way to the corner. Just a bit late on the anti-air.
Yeah, you'd have to do that a little earlier, right, to catch the starting point. But he's going with the raw EX Hekatonker. He's going to get the activation, the juggle, and the side switch. Going to spend the bar, get all this damage, 32 hits. Oh, he's out of range for the throw. Now you've got to deal with this from Z's Nuts.
Bill has about half a trigger, though, so Ken gets something done, goes back to the air, threatening those axe kicks, and now we're aggressive.
+2. Yup. Just trying to get the air-to-air, but out of range. There it is, though. Just a little bit of patience from Space Boy. Puts the boot out, catches the chest of Akuma. And we're 1 round apiece.
That's that long limb of Seth, right? Like, I know Sakura has some decently long limbs, but I don't think it would have quite reached there.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. What a jump, though, gonna go over the spinning kicks. It's the palm, hold these plus frames, get top. And just like that, he tried to parry it. The idea was sick.
Still alive,
dead?
just needs a little bit more. Oh,
No, it's gone.
All right.
I wasn't sure. But again, both these characters almost no health, and that Akuma CA is one big volcano of damage.
It's pretty beefy, yeah. So burns them completely away. So now that we're down a game, do we see a character swap back to Sakura?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
you give it 2 games, right? 2 games to the Seth, and if it doesn't work, just bet the house on the Sakura pick, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what Space Boy's gonna do. I mean, as we're seeing it go back, I think I agree with that. The one thing is like if he doesn't switch back to Sakura now, he's hard committed to Sakura if he wins, right? But if Sakura's been your main for 4 years, then that's a good commit. Like I'd much rather be stuck with my main than a counter pick.
Yeah, it's also winner side too. So you like even if you lose here, you still get that rung back potential. So, like you said earlier, tons of time to adapt, tons of time to try and dissect your opponent here, and we're starting to see Z's do exactly that. Starting to play these farther ranges, not as quite as close and personal. But yeah, no punish there is a bit of a wasted opportunity.
Oh, you know what? It's because he actually had the fireball to cancel from. I think Z's was afraid it was coming out. Okay, tosses him, gets the plus frames off the big spin.
We're not seeing these high in the sky axe kicks anymore. It's all these low, to the ground ones just trying to apply pressure. It's doing some chip. That one's actually going to connect, and then the low forward does get the damage.
Yeah, much more metered play from Space Boy. Like you said, better positioning on the axe kicks, getting some good lows, and no anti-airs coming out of either player right now.
No, jump in's completely free. It's Pandemic Airlines. It is completely free of charge.
Okay, tries to walk out. There's an anti-air. Misses the juggle, but now you've got to hold this tick throw. If Space Boy can stun, there's a lot of damage waiting.
Does lose quite a bit of bar, though, there. As it does get a little bit back there with that jump in. Still needs a bit more, but it's all gone again.
Okay, but we got to confirm off the medium kick on the side of Z's Nuts. Going to activate, toss him, and they're just going to back away. Try to keep that little bit of life lead and just make Space Boy do something dangerous. Oh, he didn't punish.
That was dangerous, but it was whiffed too, so not quite the same. Does get the big amount of damage there. Lots of trigger too on both sides still.
Yeah, big damage. K gonna bounce once. You're gonna see a CA confirm here from Z's Nuts if it comes up. You're dead. Just raw EX Hekatonkeries. You know what? Neutral sucks.
Okay.
Let me do this instead.
Okay. Sometimes you just gotta do it, right? Like,
yeah.
Why even bother waiting to just hold your bar? But that works out great because the game plan can stay the same for Spaceball here, where they can potentially give up another game, swap back to the Sakura, and now it doesn't have to be a 3-0, run back. It can be a little bit easier at the end of the day. But the other side of it is, now that you've won a game with the Seth, do you just full on believe that you can do this now? Or does it take 2 games winning on the Seth before you fully believe?
No, I think Spaceboy could have done this either way. The question is what's Z's Nuts going to do? But Spaceboy turning up the momentum. Wow, trying to jab out is Z's Nuts. That's a bad confirm. Getting a good side switch here, having to spend the bar. Thank you, Season 5. Double dash, but Spaceboy just ripping out.
Yeah, tries to suck him back in, but does get the activation on the side of Z's Nuts, and now it's back to the wall. There is a lot of reversal options here for Spaceboy, though, so they're not that afraid, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not. Okay, gonna go with the EX again. Side switch for +2. Nice challenge.
Still needs a little bit more, though.
Air to air with the
Only one more. Still has...
again.
Alright. I was going to say, still has a bit of trigger left, but didn't even need it. Just able to get him down low, right in the toes. 2 anti-airs in a row here from Z's Nuts. It's a new record here in this series.
Yeah, what a way to punish.
This boy's definitely having some
Just
shenanigans
40.
here tonight, Tom.
It's giving up on us.
Yeah,
DP?
it's only needs a bit more. Gonna go for the throw. Tries to get the shimmy. Gets scooped in the ankles though. Back throw here from Space Boy. Plus.
Okay, just gets it. A little bit of a jab there. Catches Space Boy trying to move. These Nuts is around a piece. This match is super important. Whoever takes this goes up 2-1. Kind of slows down the momentum. Right? For Z's Nuts, it's about proving that Space Boy shouldn't be playing Seth. For Space Boy, it's about saying, hey, like, I only need one more game.
Just needs the one more. Tries to go for the shimmy, but gets countered out of it. We're back to mid-screen.
Okay, a little bit of a fireball. No anti-air again, though. Space Boy not hitting that roundhouse or the DP. Gonna hold the plus frames off the EX Demon Palm. And now we just back with some good old-fashioned nooch.
Now we're back into some pressure, too. They've made it all the way to the corner. It's really scooped up there. All right, that's interesting.
I like the stand light.
Come out alive.
Yeah, I really dig that. But he gets thrown. And now we're 2-1 Z's Nuts. I like just the meaty stand light kick, right? If you V-shift, Space Boy had time to see it, try to punish it. Didn't overcommit with a big button on that meaty, which is generally what V-shift is built for. So,
yeah, and I think at this point you stick Seth, right? Like I don't think you change characters, and the Space Boy disagrees with that call actually. As we go back to character select.
Space Boy is a better player than myself, so I am not going to argue with him at all.
True. I would never argue with a player.
Never.
That's why they're in top 8, Tom. I just talk about them. But
that's right. We just talk about them nice and slow.
Well, not always slow. Sometimes quite quickly.
We'll see.
What is
I think Z's Nuts sticks with what they got, obviously, because they won. This could go either way, right? Both these players absolutely solid. Going to be interesting to see kind of what we get out of this.
This loading screen is building the anticipation quite quickly. Oh, there we go. And what is it going to be? It's going to be Sakura, right? No, it's just right back to the Seth. Just a costume swap.
Okay, just costume and some breathing. You know, I don't blame that, right? Just reset your mental state, think about things a little bit, get ready to jump back in. Yeah, what a jump.
A little bit of fast forwarding here, and that jump in is massive. The tracksuit not offering any defense here for Space Boy.
Okay, but this is already looking like a wash. We've got the tracksuit on, and we're going through the car wash. Like nice, clean Seth about to come out the other side. But here goes Space Boy getting the slide, chasing down the whiff throw. Wow, these slides are working?
That one didn't work out whatsoever. Oh, no.
Walks under, but doesn't punish.
Spends the bar trying to stay plus as well. With the activation, we might be able to see something here. Lots of damage available.
I think he'll need one more touch. Nope, he's got him.
Wow.
So
that's
much
a combo and a half.
Yeah.
That was practiced, right? That is something Space Boy has put the work into.
Okay, gonna go up the drone. This is good positioning here for Space Boy, right? Gets the low, gonna get the confirmation, a little bit of an anime combo here. What's the setup? Empty jump, throw, one more touch, goes for the mix with the low, and now I think you're dead. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely plenty of damage right at the end there.
Seth wins.
And just in time, I hear fireworks off in the distance. How nice.
Beautiful. If by fireworks you mean me pouring more drink out of my shaker, you were right.
I didn't hear that one, but I'm sure everybody's celebrating at the same time.
So we're 2-2 now, right? Or is that a 3-2? Is that it? That's the game? That's a tournament? Okay, no, we 3-2. Or 2-2. We 2-2. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is 2-2. Because, yeah. I do agree with Doman too. How did that demon flip go up and over Seth, who is quite tall? But just like we don't question the players, we don't question the game mechanics. Because...
Listen, if I learned anything growing up with organized religion, you don't ask questions.
Questions are the enemy, because that requires thinking.
Listen, there's 2 rules in Street Fighter. No thinking, pick top tier.
I agree with that, actually. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because you know what? Low tier mains, I'm going to say it. They have the built-in OS and they live for it. They don't want to be able to lose a round and be like, oh, well, you know, it's because of my character. You know? Like, that's... I'm not about that life. Play top tiers and hold your L's, folks. That's all I got to say.
Speaking of holding L's right now, Spaceboy is pushing these nuts into the corner. Okay, gonna get out though. Got the toss, a little bit of carry. I like this backdash idea, right? Not even having to worry about the axe kick stuff. Just backdash away, play some neutral. Don't even think about the anti-airs. But it's interesting because like Z's Nuts is definitely looking afraid to commit to an anti-air because of the axe kicks. What a roundhouse. Misses the juggle.
Doesn't get punished for it though. Still gets the activation on the side of Z's Nuts. Beats the air to air. Forward throw.
Shift away. No
I like that
anti-airs.
option a lot. Ooh, wait, it's still alive. The dream is alive there for Z's Nuts. Just needs a little bit more.
Yep. No, got swapped. He got mixed. He got mixed.
Just
He got
between the
mixed.
things. So
Is
set
these
point
nuts
now
on
here.
the set point?
Wow. Set point for Z's Nuts. Only needs to win this one round. Spaceboy does need a couple more. These anti-airs coming in from Spaceboy are much better than we saw in the very beginning of the set. And it's giving them a lot of space, a lot of damage to really run their game. But it seems like Z's Nuts is just as quick to turn it around. Oh no.
Yeah, definitely. Spaceboy does not want to wait for his life to be over. He wants to know right now, what will it be? Coming through, getting the axe kick, and a dash and catch the toes. Wow, he walked forever.
Oh, catches the walk back too. Goes for the overhead. Gonna get blocked up. No punish on the suck. Oh, the axe kick gets punished by the air to air.
Okay, gonna V-shift away, just get back to some nooch. And now we gotta think about this. Double hits, double dash. That V-shift was so important. Okay, gets him with the axe kick. Gonna take some frames.
But there's no V. Oh, it goes to the fireball.
He barely did it. That was scary.
That was some timing. That was some good ass timing.
Okay, tries to dash in. We got the counter hit knees coming out of Z's Nuts. Gonna keep this pressure and try to push Spaceboy into the corner.
Spaceboy though, not afraid, is still pushing forward, pushing buttons, trying to close that gap. I think he's trying to catch a fireball, right? With the vacuums here.
I think so. Yeah, get a suck, or even just like a slower normal at a bad range, right? Anything that's gonna help him get that.
How did that go under? That one I don't know how it went under. But
I don't know, but now he's got the toe tap, got the juggle, and this is where he wants. I love that block. Standing tall, blocking the overhead version space. We're trying to mix it up. Chasing down, you got to be careful. There's so much. Gets his toes.
No punish.
Space was actually in trouble.
Has the trigger activation, but not going to be allowed to use it. It's the forward throw to close it out. Z's Nuts 3-2 over Spaceboy.
That was one hell of a set. Spaceboy Seth going down to the wire with Z's Nuts. But Z's Nuts saying, you know what? We're shorn, we're clean, and we're ready for action. Barely taking it 3-2 over Spaceboy.
Oh, God. You couldn't even get that one out before you started cracking up.
I've been thinking of nut puns the whole time. I finally got one. I was just so happy. I was just so happy.
Well, the good news, Tom, is that you'll get another chance, right? These Nuts is going to continue on. They find themselves later on in the winner side top 8. They have to go up against Art though, so that's what we say. Sorry, buddy. Maybe next time.
Yo, and speaking of moving forward, Just a Kid bringing in 46 folks with the raid. Thank you so much, Just a Jack 515, one of the best juries in the U.S., if not the world. Glad you're here.
We have the best juries here. No hung at all.
No hung juries, not even one. They always get a verdict. Always get a verdict.
So are we following Spaceboy down to the losers bracket? Is that what's going on here?
I just
yeah. So off stream, High Speed Chaos and Nightmare Effect already played. Nightmare Effect won 3-0, and now Nightmare Effect is in loser semis.
Man, cool. They had some fun down here in the basement, Tom. Like Dom was just whispering in our ear, because I don't know if chat heard them. Nightmare Effect beat.
They heard me.
Oh, they did hear you. All right, yeah. So High Speed Chaos 3-0'd Nightmare Effect.
No,
Who
vice
had
versa.
3-0
No, Nightmare Effect.
Nightmare Effect
3-0 high speed.
Yeah.
High speed.
Hold on. Yeah. So Nightmare Effect is currently 6-0 in the loser side top 8.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's wild. Did Nightmare Effect rock the? Do we know if he played Boxer or if he played Honda?
I think he played Rob.
Rob. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm just awaiting the winner of the GU PC and Metro M match. So once
Okay.
that match is done, then they're gonna play Space Boy.
Okay. So we're either gonna get Claw versus Sakura or Seth, or who is the other? You know what I can do to make this a lot easier on myself? I can just type
Pull up the
exclamation bracket right here in the chat, like the rest of y'all, and take a sweet little baby gander to see what we got going on here. Okay, so GU PC or Metro M. I'm not super familiar with GU PC, so if someone in the chat knows what they play, I would love to know. But the winner of that's gonna play Space Boy.
Yeah, I was hoping that challenge would allow me to click on the player and like see like their past tournaments and stuff, like some of these other bracket websites allow. But no luck. But no, I would actually love to see Metro versus Space Boy again, because it's something that we saw again last week, actually, I believe. And those sets are always super close, in my opinion. So it's so fun watching, the Claw matchup, because it is so explosive in a way, and it's super fun to watch.
Yep. And I feel like while Claw isn't like the best character in the game, right? Like he's still solid, and he's still missing some quality of life stuff. But for the most part, he's a pretty solid character, and he has some really fun mixes. And Claw players like Metro M have been dealing with this for so long now. They're comfortable, they're competent, right? So we're gonna see a fire match if it's Metro M, and if it's Gyu, we're also gonna see a fire match. So
Yeah, again, not knowing what Gyu plays, it will be interesting, because you always have some fun online, because there are online characters and then there are offline characters. And it's fun watching players try to navigate the two, like playing an offline player online and an online character offline. But it is also, I feel like there are some characters you can kind of just like write out of the pool of, like, if you had to guess what somebody was playing, right? Like if you just
Right.
had a no player you've never seen before and you had to guess what they were playing, there are some characters that you can just straight up right off the bat. You're like, nope, nobody plays this character. Not online, not here, not today, not ever.
yeah, but then I'm gonna say like Fong, right? And this dude's gonna come out with like the most godlike Fong we've ever seen, because just like Claw players, Fong players have been through the shit too. And so if you're a Fong player in in the year of our Lord 2021, you're godlike. Like you've been through it.
So it's
you've been
Pollinator.
fighting. Exactly, right? We've got like Pollinator, DeAnswer, dude from Texas that always bodies me in brackets. I don't think of his name. HB, something underscore HB. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many good Fong players in North America and around the world, right? So like, it's tough because you don't want to be like, oh, nobody plays this character, because you're gonna say that, and then the person that plays this character. I kind of feel the same way about Nash. I mean, they might be a Nash main, but probably not.
We actually have some players that are leaning towards picking up Nash here in the Boston region.
Really?
It's pretty funny.
He's a fun character.
I know Draken was playing Nash this last week quite a bit. So, yeah, I can say that there are characters you'll just write off the list that nobody ever plays, and then you just get hard bodied by like a one trick. And those are always the ones you have to be scared about, right? Is like if you're in top 8 and you come up against, say, oh man, what's a character nobody plays besides the ones we've already mentioned? Like say a Sagat, right? Like a top 8 Sagat. You're probably gonna get hard bodied.
Right. If you don't, especially if you don't know the matchup, right? Because again, they've been working through it. And honestly, like if you're running into a top 8 Sagat, right, you're running into like Falling Sasuke, Automatic, Zaffarino. Like you're running into a solid known Sagat player at this point.
Bonchan.
Bonchan. Listen, if you run into Bonchan in an online North America bracket, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Because clearly,
I'm sorry on so many levels too, because somebody has failed you.
somebody forgot to put region restrictions on their tournament. That could be very interesting, but
Dormancy complaining about Nash in the chat. It's true. No, Nash. So when I first learned about Street Fighter V, I thought Nash was like the coolest character because like just all of his animations were super sick, and he was like super anime about how he teleported around and stuff. And then like as I learned, I was like, oh, because this was after season 1, and I was like, oh, he's just not good. Okay.
yeah, I mean, he's not like an amazing character, but I do agree with you that I love his character design, and his Halloween costume is like one of my favorites. He's got that big flowy trench, like duster, looks himself like a Frankenstein monster. Big fan.
Oh, the player's name is Hard Bodies. Oh, okay. Well,
Is his bodies actually hard?
Is he just Kirishima from My Hero Academia?
Oh, could be. Could be.
Or Tetsu? So we are just kind of chilling right now. We are, as my Chrome tab freezes. W. We are just waiting on the decision between Giyu PC and Metro M. Winner will be playing in this matchup here against Space Boy, who we are going to be following for right now. And the winner of this matchup goes up against Nightmare Effect. So
yeah,
we are chilling.
Like Space Boy in the chat saying Metro M did win. So we are going to see Space Boy versus Metrom. Metro M.
Nope, that was an error. He said he won 2-1, but he forgot it was a first to 3. So
okay, they're still playing
a couple more matches. Yeah.
All right. Everybody from Maine is very buff and also smart.
Oh, I've read that. I read that in the almanac, and it said like
Farmer's
everyone
Almanac?
what lives. Yeah, the Farmer's Almanac. It's like the first page is like everyone what lives in Maine is very buff and very smart, and Dormancy is not from Maine. It's in the first page. It's just right there, Dormancy.
So
You gotta figure out what-
specifically calls out Dormancy. Being like,
Yeah,
no. This guy, not from Maine. Don't let him lie to you.
It says it's specifically on the second page of the Farmer's Almanac says not Dormancy 207. It's really weird. It's
Oddly specific.
oh, and he's from New Hampshire, so there you go. Well, fair enough.
Man, New Hampshire's a state that is like so weird. It's just there's pockets of civilization, and then there's just like woodlands. And like you could say that about a lot of like New England states. I feel like Vermont, I think, is kind of similar. Parts of Maine probably have trees, but like something about New Hampshire just feels different. It's like the south of the north almost.
South of the North. I'm gonna have to let that one just like roll around in my noggin for a minute. Cause I like the idea of lots of trees.
I feel like you would personally be more at home in
Hey, guys.
Vermont. What's up, Tom?
Hey, so we're gonna skip Space Boy versus whoever wins between Metro and Giyu. We're gonna go right into winners finals. So it's gonna be Art versus Z's Nuts.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. So the question is, who's gonna win? These nuts or the long, stretchy arm of the law in Arturo Sanchez?
Such a good question because Z's Nuts did show some adaptation up against Space Boy. Art didn't really have to adapt much in their 3-0, unfortunately, because they were just kind of gifted Tatsus a lot. But I mean, Art's obviously known as an adaptable player, so I'm not exactly concerned for the gameplay here. And I think Z's Nuts on the Akuma might struggle a bit because of the Dulcim zone, but you do have EX Demon Flip, so I mean, there's always that.
Yeah, and I'm also interested because I mean I know like there's a couple really good Akumas in New York, right? That I'm sure Arturo has run into time after time after time after time, right? And so he's definitely going to be comfortable with the matchup. So it'll be interesting to see what Z's Nuts is going to do differently to get in the ranges he wants to play in the positions he wants to be in order to kind of overcome the defense that Arturo has. Because that's the biggest thing about a player like an MSC Furby is his defense is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and it comes from not having a reversal, right? Like you don't have a reversal. If you don't have a just straight up get off me button, you have to learn the way of the down back. You need to be practiced in it. You can't be giving it up. And you're also a big believer in take the throw because you just what other choice do you have? You don't have a reversal.
Right, and like I joke a lot about like the Cammy propaganda, right, telling you to take the throw. But if your opponent does not get a meaty after a throw, take the throw is absolutely a great option because then you only have to think about, do I block high or block low, right? Like you're literally minimizing the pressure on your mental stack by just accepting that getting thrown is okay. And then if that happens, then you just have to watch to see if your opponent tries to overextend by dashing. So it's not a bad option here. And again, like you said, Art's been playing, and also he's been playing Sim forever, right? And it's not like Sim in Street Fighter V is better than Sim was in Street Fighter 4, right? So you know he's comfortable with playing a zoning, very defense-heavy character. He's been doing it for 20 years or more.
And they've added in now V-Shift, so even if you do have like a hard one-button meaty, you just V-Shift, right? And we've seen Art do that before. V-Shift into break. It's a it's like a soft get off me button. It's like, please don't touch me there, versus a just get off me creep.
You're not my Scoutmaster.
Oh, all right. All right.
I mean, that's just going with the lore. But it will be interesting too because we also know that Furby does have a really solid Falk as well, so we could always see that switch come out with the Falk against these nuts. So
The last time I saw the Falk was against Punk, so
that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think we're gonna see it tonight. But it's Friday night, right? We're all fun. We're all loose right now. We can see it.
You never know, right, my man? You might be feeling a certain kind of way, thinking, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring this Falk."
Let me show you the youngest version of myself. But no, it's awesome.
Yep. Okay, I see a
V-Skill
V-Skill too. Yeah, you're gonna have the bouncing ball, right? We're doing a little bit of karaoke. This will be kind of cool.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one because we've seen the bouncing one come into great effect. Well, actually, my most recent knowledge of the bouncing fireball was actually Lucia a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Which is very different than Dhalsim, but I guess the concept is still the same. Oh,
yeah,
no.
I think the only hard thing is that like he has to like spend quite a lot of frame. Okay, here's the Amble coming in, gonna back away. Wow, stays in front for the mix. Gets the breath in there. Now we gotta follow the bounce. He's gonna charge it up. I like that. See, I like the way he's protecting the charges. Waits, sees these nuts go with the parry, and then gets the stand medium punch to punish. That's the kind of patience you have to have as a Dhalsim player.
That round felt so weird. It almost felt like Art was like, man, I really didn't want this V-skill, but I'm here anyway, so I might as well use it.
Sure.
And it worked out.
Okay, there's the option select on Wake Up. Gets in with the mix. Oh, it doesn't connect with the EX for some reason. Maybe a little bit late on the cancel.
Bit slow.
Crush.
Big crush. Anvil. And powers up right away. That's the buff. That's the V-Skill 1 buff.
And he tried to demon flip out of the fire carpet. And that's what got him. The gray health plus the crush counter, Doctor.
It's a lot of damage. It's quite high.
Especially against a character with low health like Akuma.
So visceral. Seeing that Anvil crush counter come out from such a little character like Dhalsim. It's not the same as like, you know, a Cody crush counter or like an Abigail crush counter. It's very different. You also go flipping through the air too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, they get that nice flipping animation. Speaking of which, gets him top. Again, this is the wake up option select. Going with the Gale. Crush counter, stop jumping. Shoto's be in the sky tonight.
Especially against Art, right? Like both the Ken and now the Akuma are like, we're taking air control. And Art said, you thought, right? Hold this.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you could go to my skies. Just because I'm passive doesn't mean I can't fight.
Oh man, that's the quiet kid at school, the one you really got to look out for.
Okay, trying to slide, thinking a fireball was coming. Art, though, maintaining good spacing. Here it comes, the bouncing ball. Karaoke fire ready. Catches his toes, the season 1.
Doesn't need to bounce if it just catches you right in the dome. But either way, Tatsu to the corner is going to break out with a little bit of a throw tech. Does it again. Blocks the cross up on the EX Demon Flip. And it's just backing away. Trying to get these trades. Fireball through fireball in the air, though.
I like these back fierces from Z's Nuts, right? I think there should be more buffers behind him. It's a 6-frame fierce. It's going to win the priority battle a little bit. Wow, what a slide, though. Art goes ahead and hits him with a throw. He gets hit!
Oh.
Activation. Well, I don't know what he was pressing. I mean, he wasn't pressing anything. I guess he was moving forward. But that was terrifying, right? Art had him in the truest of 50-50s. There was definitely a sniper coming if he stood still too long.
Yeah, I think Art just didn't expect the fireball to hit because you actually saw... It might have been the parry animation or it was the block animation because there was something there into the late V-trigger activation. And so Art may have just been like a frame behind the actual like hit stun there. But didn't matter. Was able to get the hit up afterwards. And like you said, snipers, they're always on the roof, right? They just, they got to stay secret for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, their entire life is spent on the roof, so...
We got nice little airdrops. It's like the Uber Eat drone comes through, hooks them up.
Okay, there's the crush counter again. Happy to take that second round house and just keep these nuts at bay. Wow, he baits the DP. How did he know? How did he know?
Oh, does get punished on the slide, but not very severely. V shifts back and is still hit by the Demon Flip. Breaks.
Okay, the break. Yeah, okay. Viewer versus the plus. Doesn't want to hold it. Now, these nuts can't get touched. Gotta back away. That gray health adding up. And Arson can keep chucking fireballs to keep that gray health at death.
I mean, even still, if this gray health comes back, you're still within one hit outside of a sniper to dead.
Slides.
Slide's not successful.
Oh, he had the right idea. He just didn't move forward far enough.
Watching the replay again, I think it was because of the double fireball. The one that came shorter just clipped him right at the apex of the slide.
V-trigger got him. Okay, blocks the mix.
Still holding strong.
An anvil.
So many flips just getting busted up by the anvil.
Okay, tries to parry, gets hit by the first, recovers in time to block the second, and again, Furbies, this is Dalsum's game. Here's a bouncing fireball. Okay, why'd you attack? He baited him with the teleport back!
Interrupted him during the DP animation, though, but still gets him underneath. Art on set point now.
To head to Grands. Yeah, he's feeling mad comfortable.
This would be 2 3-0s in a row as well over Shoto players.
Pretty good for a dead character.
Yeah, right? Like bottom tier zoner. Like a bottom tier zoner of all things, even.
Yeah, like I was at the funeral for Dalsum. I donated to the GoFundMe to help with the funeral expenses. Feeling like I got taken advantage of. Wow, that was a good delay here from Art. Gonna get the anvil again, saying stop demon flipping.
Is it still being taken advantage of if they just used the GoFundMe to reanimate the corpse instead of burying it?
No, I think necromancy's not taking advantage of people.
All right, so that's where your money went to.
Wow, he tried to parry, but the down fierce was slow, or the stand fierce, excuse me, was slow enough, and Art's gonna take it 3-0 to head to Grands. I don't know, Doctor. I don't know if anyone can take out this sim tonight. Like Arturo is looking calm, collected, and just like a wall of defense.
I feel like we say that every week.
Very true.
Like he's just so consistent. That's the biggest strength that I think Art brings to a lot of these tournaments is the consistency of being able to adapt, which sounds kind of like a non sequitur, but like every time Art's met with like a character or a player that, you know, kind of catches him on the back foot in the first half, all of a sudden something comes through, a slight shift in perspective or whatever it is, and all of a sudden Art's back on the front foot, taking him to town.
Yeah, could not agree more. And he knows the situations, he knows the frame data, he doesn't forget that, right? It's like riding a bike for him. He just stays consistent, stays strong, and if you can't outsmart him, then he's gonna play the Dalsum game and kill you with it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here next, though. Metro M going up against Space Boy, Claw versus Sakura, unless Space Boy feels cheeky and brings out that Seth. Hope you're all excited in the chat, ready to find out. And don't forget, while you're waiting, just like our boy Shuckle did, hit that Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat to make sure for contributing 50 cents to the pool to give these players the money they deserve.
Yeah, definitely be sure to run those codes because we've, thanks to you guys, been pretty consistently using every single code available. That is huge. You guys don't know how good that is for the players here if week in, week out, we're using every single code available to us because 100% of that supports the players. It's magic money that you don't, all you gotta do is copy and paste. You don't even need to type. You can do it without a keyboard.
It takes like however many calories you burn clicking a mouse twice. Okay, I love this costume. Metro with the air throw saying stay on the ground and now trying to lock Spaceboy in the corner. Gotta be careful though. We already see Spaceboy fishing with the stand fierce, the low forward, and the stand light kick, trying to get a buffer to escape this control from Metro M. Activation for plus.
For the activation. Another air throw.
What a neutral jump.
Is definitely distracting Spaceboy right now.
I love it. My dude's like a white woman on the promenade. Coming through.
It's Derby Day here at Street Fighter 5.
He's looking for mint and juleps and horse racing.
Oh, mint julep sounds
good trade.
good as shit right now.
That sounds kind of tasty. It's so hot outside of mint and julep, actually. Chat, can you make us a mint and julep? We could really, like, just...
It's overheating.
I got the vapors. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. But back into it, Spaceboy trying to get through this wall of Metro M. Cancels the dash forward, and he actually got challenged by Metro, which is a nice little call out there.
Yep, good jump. Tries to get a crush counter with the roundhouse with Spaceboy not attacking. And both these players kind of walking in, trying to get one of their lights to connect. What a shimmy.
Using some of that walk speed to good use. Back to the corner we go. It's player 2 side this time. Tries to stay plus with that EX Fireball, but Metro M's not afraid.
Yeah, using that delayed jab to stop the shimmy attempt. And now you just got to kind of wait to see what's going to go on here. Raw activation from Spaceboy to Spazio Nino.
Getting spicy with it here. Just at the very end of his trigger, I believe he gets interrupted on the Fireball there. And, oh, gets stuffed on the EX as well. Oh, no. That's not a good look for Spaceboy right now.
Good buffer, though. Spaceboy coming forward. No anti-airs, just walks away. Doesn't want to deal with Metro M. And Metro M is one confirmed away. You've got to be careful with these slower normals. A Rose into CA is going to kill.
Any hit into CA kills at this point.
Right. I don't care what... Oh, what an air there! I don't care what Shakespeare said. Yo, he does the -2! Get out of there, Spaceboy! Get out! Spaceboy, get out!
Oh, no!
No! We told you not to go into the long grass! The Velociraptors were waiting! They was waiting!
Spaceboy out here hiding behind the chainsaw wall like any standard white person would. He gets punished for it.
Go in the closet. Serial killers never hide in the closet. That's where they go in the movie, Spaceboy!
Round 1. It's where they check first! Every time!
Every time! A man never seen a horror movie. Metro M
Freddy Krueger ass coming out here, punishing him for it.
Good buffer. Spaceboy getting the conversion, dashing in. This forward, good buffer with spacing again. Now he's got corner. Spaceboy redeeming himself, watching every horror movie in the Shudder series to catch up.
How many movies are in the Shudder? I thought it was just Shutter Island.
No, I meant like Shudder, the web streaming service. I couldn't think of what else to call it.
Just like that, though, 1v shift saves him from the stun. Metro totally happy with the situation, though.
Yeah, that situation was almost unwinnable, right? You tech, you get hit. Gotta be careful. Listen, be Mike EP. I'm not quoting ET. Maybe I am. I don't think I've seen that movie in like 20 years. All right, pressure coming. Air to airs.
That's a good point. Does anybody actually watch ET from like this generation?
I don't know. I've seen Mac and Me. Okay, good buffer on the stand light kick.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like low budget ET.
Okay. Metro's really looking on point here tonight, Tom. Like, just, as I say that, commentator curse. But, I mean, just lots of blocking. Spaceboy's having a lot of trouble opening him up. We saw that round 1 where, you know, was possible for Spaceboy to use that -2 like you were talking about. But outside of that,
Yeah. Love it.
Yep, just
Yep.
he's on fire.
He's heating up.
It's like
I wish
the
that
old NFL Blitz game.
Oh my goodness. When you could like do penalties and stuff. That game was great.
Yeah, and they had the X-ray, the X-ray injuries. And then you like if you caught like 3 passes in a row, your character would actually catch fire as they're running down the field.
Yep. You know, now that we talked
Metro
about
M.
floppy hats and mint juleps, I kind of wish Metro M's hat was a little floppier. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a full-on Lady Demetrius hat.
Yeah. Yep.
I can see that, and that's perfect for Metro. It might find itself on the banned list like cheerleader Mika, but
Sure.
you know what?
But
Do
imagine-
banned lists count here? I don't think so.
Okay, goes for the slide, catches him standing. With the EX, gonna activate for plus frames. Just keep pressing. Metro, happy to block. Backdashes away from the throw.
There's no
I'm
fear.
just saying. I think Vegas CA would look super dope if you had a big floppy hat flapping in the wind behind it. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. I can't argue with the fact, as we do get another crush counter from Metro, who's just been raining terror on Spaceboy's life.
Yeah, he's just hanging out at these ranges that the Buster Claw and these other pokes are gonna hit.
Oop.
Tries to get the EX roll through, but now Space Boy is getting some momentum. Shimei! Oh, Space Boy putting the moves on him.
I didn't think that back throw was going to kill. That was a lot of damage. Holy.
Yeah, I think, didn't they buff almost all the back throws in between 3 and 4, right? Didn't they give all back throws like a 10 damage buff or something?
You're probably right. You would know much
Ooh.
better than I do, but who needs back throws when you can just forward throw them into oblivion?
When you can just literally call out every defensive option they're gonna pick.
Oh, the stun bar is right there. It is coming down a little bit.
But this is where we've seen Space Boy shine, right? Gonna come in, take the plus frames of the frames of the fireball. What a jump! Stop chucking plasma. Metro M on set point. And this claw looking clean.
Yeah, it's really a struggle here for Spaceboy to challenge a lot of these buttons, and it really is a death by 1,000 cuts. You know, we're seeing Spaceboy get this crush counter and be able to full combo, and he basically evens the life bar to 2 hits of Vega.
But the wall jump over the plasma into the EX Azuna? Anti-air with the roundhouse, the one-time Vega's anti-airs work. Okay, are we gonna let that rip though? We've seen it before. Side switch, gets the throw. Momentum on the side of Space Boy.
Yeah, gets the empty V shift, not gonna get any production there, but gets the low into the fireball, breaks the claw right off, mask off now. Needs a little bit more to close out.
Oh, he just walks the command grabs. You gotta hold the setup.
Dash forward block though from Metro. Was expecting Spaceboy to go for the bust out. That's
Yeah, gotta stay safe.
spending everything. We're holding nothing back in these final seconds. Metro though needs to land a couple hits to even up this life bar. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, it's the overhead!
Oh! Spaceboy giveth, and Spaceboy taketh away.
And unfortunately, just like that, Space Boy is going to head out of the tournament, kick back into spectator mode, put those feet up on the desk, grab some chips and soda, and watch the rest of this. And Metro M is going to move forward to fight Nightmare Effect, if I do remember correctly.
You would remember correctly. Which means you need another mint julep by my calculations. But
Gotta fight the Vapus somehow.
yeah, so it's these nuts. Not these nuts. Man, now I got confused. It's Nightmare Effect versus Metro M. Winner here goes on to play Z's Nuts.
Question is, do I have enough stuff to make a mint julep? Mint julep recipe. Let's go take a look here. What do I need here? According to liquor.com,
Of course,
I will
only the
need-
most reputable.
only the most reputable sites when you're drinking mint juleps on a Friday. I need simple syrup, bourbon, mint sprigs, and bitters, and 8 mint leaves. I think I have all that.
Specifically 8 mint leaves.
I don't know if I have 8 mint leaves. I might have a mint leaf. That might be the one problem. That might be the one crux in my plan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how I don't know many people that just casually have mint leaves. I do believe I have a mint plant out back which would be my saving grace, but I don't have bitters. I know that.
You don't have bitters?
No, I drink everything straight.
Oh damn, man. Man's
No,
Ragmuffin
just-
bringing the sub. What's good?
Here's the secret, Tom. It's just laziness. Why make a drink when I can just drink a drink?
You know, god damn, that's some logic. You're hitting
Welcome.
me with some grade A logic on a Friday night.
Because all you do by making the drink is just delay drinking the drink.
You're right. No, you're totally right. All right, both these players, look at they're just kind of poking, seeing how things are working out. Metro M going with the sexy Vega,
Shirtless.
the Guy Fu Claw, and then we got a fancy suit Nightmare Effect in the business.
Yeah, and already seeing some rush straights coming through. Chases down the backdash, and the slide is obviously going to be punished there.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those slides, right? Like, I know Claws love to throw those out to catch you, like, walking back or standing up, but Balrog's got the damage, and I feel like most of what we're going to see Nightmare Effect do is walk back and then down back, right? He's just building charge so he can rush punch at you. That's his whole life. Like that!
There's another punish, yeah. This isn't Dhalsim, right? Like, you can't really do much in way of, being safe about it. Whereas, like we've seen Art in the past be very loose on the slides. Metro took probably half his HP bar to slide punishes.
Yep. Yeah, down medium punch into rush punch is doing damage.
You only need to eat a couple of those before you're unconscious. So back to
Gets
the wall we go.
tossed.
P1. Do it again. One more time. Oh, nope.
You got to be careful. There's a stun coming, and Balrog. Okay, nope. He pokes his way out, uses the V trigger, sits a side swap, gets the throw, and he's disrespected. Nightmare Effect says, "You don't got the meaties, and I'm a challenge."
Yeah, just wake up target combo, puts him back to mid-screen roughly. Even breaks the claw off on the block there. And that's going to remove a big portion of what Metro's going to be able to do.
Yeah, oh, he tried to fish for it, and he didn't confirm. Big punish coming out of Metro. Spends one
Still a
bar, now
lot
you got to
of-
hold this.
Oh, all right, that's fancy. There's still a lot of room to go, though.
Woo! Okay, but that, because of the distance of the rush punch, he side switched, but he didn't believe. And Nightmare Effect still going to get the hits and take the game. Damn.
That was going to be a huge comeback there for Metro if they were able to pull it off. I mean, they had the trigger, they had the 3 bars a meter. It was looking like it was possible for a second, but they had no mask, they had no claw. They were in shambles for a lot of it.
Rodbot. Is that tech? I've seen it before, but I mean, yeah. If you view reversal as Vega, if you view reversal like a rush punch from Balrog, and you're close up, like, he is going to side switch you.
Yeah, I mean, could have gotten a little bit more, I think, out of it. Did get
Yep.
I think it was just a jab, but, like you said, didn't fully believe in the confirm.
Yeah.
And so they just kind
And
of
it-
drifted back.
Yeah, because it wasn't even really like a confirm, right? Like Balrog was fully punishable. He was still in the rush punch animation. But either way, it doesn't matter because right now Metro M is just poking away and slowly, death by 1,000 cuts, eating the life away from Nightmare Effect. Okay, gonna go with the EX wall dive, catches him with the delayed claws, tries to throw, tap, and now we're back to that big nooch.
Still has a lot of life on the side of Metro M as well. Punishes the rush punch.
Yo, throws, this gets walk back shimmy, and throw baits the throw with the throw. Be Mikey P, it's okay, both these fighters are vaccinated. It's totally fine.
Oh, man. Actually, Vega's French, right? So he might not actually be vaccinated.
Isn't he Spanish? I think he's from Spain.
Oh, duh. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
But he's still part of the EU. EU's struggling
True.
right now.
They are a little slower on the processes. Balrog's a boxer in Vegas. You know he's got those shots. But here he comes, pushing him into the corner, off the wall. EX Aurora spin edge. Wow. He thought he was going to cross up instead, hit him with that big fierce.
And stayed front side, gets the forward throw. Just needs a little bit more again. Metro, these 2 rounds, very big adaptions. Playing a lot more to their ranges, not being smoked as much by those rush punches. And does get the activation via reversal. That time stays same side and is able to punish.
Yep. And again, though, we saw the view reversal pull claw away, and Balrog was still in the animation, so he was fully punishable. Couple of lights, and just like that, Metro M ties it up a game apiece.
Yeah, much more believed in that punish. Had Bolt the Claw, had the mask, was, pretty healthy as well. So even if they, dropped something here or there, they weren't going to just die. So, as one apiece now between Metro M here and Nightmare Effect.
That's a really good. That's an important feature as a player, though, right? If you see something you're not familiar with, being able to like mentally catalog that immediately, see the availability of that the next game is very important to be high-level play in fighting games.
Yeah, especially like online too, right? Where not everything is reproducible. Like to even because like say it wasn't 100% chance of that interaction happening, to be able to like see that it happened again and be like, all right, this is my chance. Now I can punish.
Yep. Okay, trying to bait a rush punch with that V skill. I like that too. The ranges that Metro is V skilling at is like ranges that Borog would want to get in with that rush punch. Yo, but he waited into the dome. I think this is a dead claw. Oh yeah. He saw that he was trying to V skill at those ranges. Waited till he saw it come out and let the EX rush punch rock. Nightmare Effect with the big brain moves. Yo, chat, you used all those coupons? Nice.
That's what's up. We love you, chat. You show up week in, week out, use our codes. It's great. We're seeing some stuttering on our end of CFN. It seems like the players are experiencing a little bit of stuttering as we do get the typical button check movements.
Sometimes it'd be
yeah, we're back into it. It's the internet, it's unreliable.
I mean, honestly, like, I don't even know how it works. Like, Al Gore invented it, but he never put proper documentation out, so who even knows?
Well, that's on you for thinking documentation matters.
Listen here, sir. You listen here, sir.
What do you mean you can't just completely reverse engineer everything? What are you doing?
Okay, gonna be reversal back. Metro has a full stick of butter, but Nightmare Effect has so much life. Gotta spend the V trigger to stay alive. I like that trade. Jump back, go for it, and we in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's been, Nightmare Effect specifically has been beaten by that a couple times now, and knowing that it's just gonna trade if you go to the skies, especially with the amount of life that Metro M has there, it's a guaranteed victory. The only way you get beat there, I think, would be if it was command grab. But even then, it was so early in the arc, I think you would probably be fine.
Yeah, and you have the health to take the damage, right? So the risk is totally worth it. If you do get chucked, it's fine. Punish?
And,
nice.
Yeah. Goes to the target combo, overhead into rush punch. This is looking like a boxer match now. So much coming through, so much damage.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the strength of this character, right? Got to deal with those big overheads. Got to worry about the damage. Dashing up, catches Metro M trying to do something. And now we've got corner control, but poking away with the V-trigger. Now we got the side swap with the slide.
V-shift break into the cross-up jump in here from Metro. Stick man grab 2, tries to set something up afterwards, and just needs a little bit more. Overhead not going to connect either.
I'm going to kind of keep poking away. Dash up, EX command grab. You got to deal with this now. Caught him choking. And there's the neutral jump roundhouse to close it out. Metro M takes them round. Mikale as I am, super ethereal. Man, Bear Pig. Okay, coming in with the EX rushes.
Oh man, Nightmare Effect had come in with quite a bit of meter lead, but it's evened up quite nicely now. But again, rush punch. Oh, scooped him too. Counter even coming through.
Okay, going with the EX. Also, I don't know if you, Mikey P. Like, I feel like if I was married to Tipper Gore, it's kind of a fox, I'd make sure the internet censored nothing. Yo, there's the stun. Not even mattering. It's the kill instead. Got him.
I'm gonna Google Tipper Gore because I've never heard.
Yeah,
of it
I actually have no idea what Tipper Gore looks like. I should probably look into that before making a statement. Tipper Gore. Well, you know. All right, so there's the rush punch over the roundhouse, gets him tossed. Walking forward, big swing and trying to get that crush counter. Locking him into the corner.
Oh man, we're locked in, keeping the pressure on. Forward throw as well. Oh, he just punches him right in the dick. And it's not strong right now. Metro M finally gonna break out of the corner, but we're back to mid-screen, and this hasn't been great for Metro.
He tried to chase it down, and he gets punished for it instead. Nightmare Effect. Looking rock solid.
Yeah, 3-1 there over Metro. Now finds themselves up against the Akuma player themselves, Z's Nuts. So that's another interesting one, I think, Tom, where it's Boxer, Akuma, lots of air options from Akuma to try and mix up, the Boxer player, but Boxer just does so much damage. Like, it is just a hand grenade in a pinata. It is, oh, man.
And it may not be the damage that Balrog had in like season 2, right when Balrog first came out, right? Had the big V trigger damage, the coast to coast stuff, but it's still formidable. It's not bad damage. Like, when I think about characters that do good damage and have insane corner carry, Balrog is still in the top 5 of that list for sure.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's insane. And then, if you do happen to run that trigger too, all of a sudden you have a command grab that does 1 billion stun. So the character's kind of scary in a lot of scenarios. And, we've talked about this on before. I know Brad and I have on stream. Boxer feels like one of the most complete V system characters because you can run any combination of skills and triggers and still be very successful and still be a very complete character. Whereas, like, say, Birdie, V skill 2 with the bubblegum, who the heck uses that ever?
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that, right? Like, I mean, Balrog's V skill 2 is terrifying. Like, as an Ibuki player, it's terrifying. Gets in, he's +2. You just let it rock whenever. You can't mix him very well. It's a scary thing.
It's tough life, but we're getting the skill 1, trigger 1, which, I don't know, would you say is still the strongest version, even though all of them are viable?
I think against the Shoto, right? Like, you have the chance to dance through them fireballs. So I think, like, it's definitely a matchup-based thing, but in my opinion, against Akuma, you want V trigger 1, V skill 1.
Does get grabbed out of his EX punch, though. So, sad to see that. But we're in the corner now, and Akuma can start to get something going here. But we're just down backing. We're chilling.
Okay, but but seeing the -4 situation, right? That's one of the things with Rog. He is -4 in all rush punches now. You don't got to listen to the audio cues. What a buffer activation. Take him home.
Still alive. Needs one more bust out.
He gets away with it. Oh, the side switch going away.
Oh, but you gotta watch your toes, man. Everything hit him in the toes.
You never know.
Scuff the shoes, right? Those are nice shoes Boxer has on right now, and they are scuffed.
They're scuffed, but the good news is like, he's from Vegas. There's someone to shine your shoes in like every casino. He'll get it taken care of.
Probably true.
What a whiff punch. Oh yeah, no, there's like a shoe shiner in every hotel. Toss him. I don't know why, because like I don't feel like fancy shiny shoes are a thing anymore, but maybe they are. All right, kind of pressing them.
I wore Yeezys when I was in Vegas, so
fair.
I'm not shining those, but thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, he gets it with the raw overhead. Watch it, dome.
Speaking of shiny. Shine that man's brain.
Akuma stuck his head in the Shino Ballo that time.
That was a sick ending there. Rush punch just started off strong as well, and look at where we find ourselves. P2 side, right in the corner. And it's just buttons. There's just buttons on buttons on buttons.
Coming in Pressure City, okay, gonna kind of do the little dance. Z's Nuts trying to find a moment, right, trying to block, trying to just tuck himself between, recede into the body. Backdashing away, there's a sweep activation.
I like the idea there from Nightmare Effect. They backed off, they were waiting for Z's Nuts to dash forward, they were checking with jab, and then, it was starting to come together, but it was just sweep activate, giving a little bit more room for Z's Nuts to breathe. This time, though, trigger's halfway gone. It's a little bit more than halfway gone now. Probably going to get one more air fireball. Oh, but baits it with the dive kick. That was sick.
Yeah, but he was a little too high to get in. Goes for the throw. Nightmare Effect new, gets the big tech. Nightmare Effect has 45 seconds and a life lead. Really just needs to play solid, get a couple of hits here and there, and he's good. Oh, that whiff punish. So close for Z's Nuts.
The EX Demon Flip not going to work out that time either. And just got to keep pushing forward. Eventually, you'll get the jab to close it out.
Yeah, it must have been a throw tech situation there from Z's Nuts, but the jab. Was that a stand light kick? Chat, what is that? A little upside down punchy punch. That's a light kick, right? Isn't that Balrog's light kick? That's his 3-frame right there. I think it is.
Round 1.
Dom knows what's good. Thanks, Dom.
Shout outs to chat, always correcting us.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if they did a Twitch chat does commentary,
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
that'd be so funny. You would need hella chat controls though, auto mod, everything.
Yeah,
that is
like-
horrible.
Here's the thing. You give me the power to turn my words into speech. Like, there's some stuff being said, right? Like, I'm already pretty risky as a commentator. You let me just type stuff. Ooh, it's a bad world. That's a bad world.
I mean, like, streamers do talk to text, and it's interesting.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Yo, but speaking of dangerous, that big fierce goes for the dome, mistimes it. Z's nuts coming out.
Oh, gets the sweep activate. Keeps it going forward. Oh, man, even got the hit, but
Walks it.
didn't believe.
Okay, keeps going. Yo!
Armors through.
Let me show you this armor.
Round 2. Fight.
That's a bold move. He fully believed in that, too.
For Brian F, it was a mistake. For Nightmare Effect, it was a Friday night at Casa.
Oh, man. It's so close, too. I mean, it's less close since Nightmare Effect is up 3 rounds now, but V shift into V break into V shift. That is an odd combo, Tom. I'm interested.
It's working. K's gonna whiff punish the forward fierce, gets the knock out of the sky. We going on the Balrog Express. Good block, Shimei!
Shimmy! Oh no.
Man, I was feeling
Nightmares in the head.
Yep.
Z's Nuts is in full effect right now. I do think Mikey makes a good point about an RGB slider for the training stage.
Yo, give me a training stage with the pink line. I'm in.
Round
Oh,
1.
I'm all the way in. Are you kidding me? Like, just replace this blue line with like a hot pink. All the
Yep.
way in.
Yep.
Not that it matters, considering, you know, we just mod it now for
Yo,
for big
but
shows.
still. Man, tell me about it. Capcom gave us permission. They did it live. Okay, going with it. Jabs up.
That might be a do as I say, not as I do situation.
It isn't. It's possible. Yo, he interrupted. Coming in. Big palms. Just going to challenge out the Nightmare Effect. Finding time to press the buttons. Fishing with that roundhouse. Gets the dash up into the medium.
Oh
Ooh,
no!
let it go.
Yeah, we're getting croaked right now. Does get the tech finally, but Z's Nuts is
There's the V skill. There's the V skill. He was coming in for the big dome. The fireball's not going to stop me. I'm dancing.
This is cyberbullying.
Yep.
This is mean.
Now,
Oh, he
the
turns
FBI
out
is
the rush punch
investigating this for
too?
sure.
Oh no, Z's Nuts is not enjoying life right now. Multiple rush punches to the face. Does finally get that red fireball to connect, but what do you do now? You're just trying to apply pressure. Oh, finally gets a nice little crush crumple. Gets a bit of damage there.
This is the momentum he needs, right? Goes for the whiff throw, but still gets the jab. Whiff throws are always plus for some reason. Coming through, low forwards.
That was a
Target
super
combo.
AP reversal.
Oh, he's gonna interrupt though. Here comes the TC.
Almost coast to coast. Not quite, but almost. Now we...
Oh, he pushed the forward and it worked.
Yo.
My man slipped on a banana peel and hit his head on the sink. That's the only way these nuts won that. That was a little bit of spaghetti, but it worked out in the favor of these nuts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who's challenging with jabs today, right? Like, you're about to get rush punched, and you're like, hold up, please stop, don't touch that. No, it's okay. And then just demon flips out and catches him cross-eyed. That's.
Yep.
I don't know anybody else that's pushing that combination of buttons right there.
I mean, I'm pushing, but I'm getting counter hit. To be fair.
you're pushing a bigger button than that.
Okay, coming through. EX again, connecting Nightmare Effect. Feeling comfortable. Challenging activation. Gonna go with this. Takes. Okay, does get the side switch this time. Frame kills these nuts. Oh my god,
no.
he just does it! You are definitely dead. No,
Not-
he's still alive?
Needs a pixel.
Give me a demon setup. Give me a demon setup. Demon setup. Demon setup. Demon setup.
Oh, it's gone.
No, he doesn't have V-Trigger. Oh.
The dream is dead. It's still set point here for Nightmare Effect. Only needs a pixel.
These nuts can kill with one touch. That's why he's fishing with these low forwards. He wants low forward CA. So Nightmare Effect cannot whiff anything. He just walked for 10 days.
Oh,
there it is.
Wait.
He might have been too far. Yep, too far.
Oh, no.
He was too far. He was too far.
He fireballed in there.
Balrog.
He finally got the connection he wanted and threw a fireball instead of getting the immediate DP.
Yep.
And just that delay allowed the block to come through for Nightmare Effect.
You hate to see it. He could have done it. Z like, because Akuma can just do low.
Please.
Yeah, everyone's Z's in the chat. Like, Z's nuts should have just been doing low forward buffer to CA. There should not have been a fireball in that situation. There's just been low forward CA. But unfortunately, the fireball came out, pushed him out too far. And Nightmare Effect's going to move forward. Z's nuts not going to get a chance at another game.
I mean, if
Also,
you're
OG
mashing-
on. Thanks for the raid, my dude. One of the best lowers on the East Coast. Good to see you hanging out.
If you're mashing that, there is a world where the fireball just slips through, right?
Yep. Absolutely there is.
So, sad to see these nuts go. We only got the one pun out of Tom tonight. But we now have our grand final matchup. It is going to be Nightmare Effect versus Arturo, the youngest of Sanchez's.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, right? Like, I don't know. I think Nightmare Effect can absolutely do it, right? If he can get in and overwhelm Art, he can do it. He's got the damage. He's got the technology. He can defeat him. But the way Art has been playing tonight, I just don't know. I just don't know if... Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have, like, numbers or statistics on the ROG Sim matchup, but I feel like Sim can deal with Rush Punch pretty well with some slides, with some stand fierces, a few things like that, right? Like, kind of low profile, some of these Rush Punches. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, how Nightmare Effect deals with that.
And Art really isn't afraid to slide either. Like, they are super active in that regard. And, you know, even in matches where we're like, you probably shouldn't be sliding. It's a lot of damage coming your way if you mess up. They're still like, you know what? Who cares? Because it's...
Yeah, I'm fine. I got this.
If I hit it, great. If I don't hit it, well, it's grand finals. I have 10 games to do this.
Right,
So,
exactly.
Art is in the 480 hertz 50p mode.
40p mode. Wait, isn't that...
Four-
Wait, 40 hertz is really good, but 540p is not great, right? I'm
No,
trying to do my
that-
resolution math, and I'm like, 540p sucks. 40 hertz, though, that's
yeah.
a really good refresh rate. That's a great refresh rate, right?
That's like... Is that
That
even
would get-
possible?
I don't know.
480 hertz monitor. There's a prototype. There's a 360 hertz Asus ROG monitor. And that seems to be the current highest.
Oh, I get you. Okay, so in order to get a 480 hertz refresh, he had to stream at 540p resolution. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. So Art was doing some experimental stuff. I get you. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, this is to follow up with last weekend's conversation, Tom, about how refresh rates actually make you a better gamer.
But like, refresh rate does impact input delay, right? I'm not crazy in thinking that.
Yeah, I mean, people were like doing the math, and you do get more frames of response time when you have that higher refresh rate because you just take in more info and you respond quicker. So, like,
That would make
stop
sense. 'Cause,
gaming
like,
on.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead. Keep going.
I was gonna say stop gaming on 60 hertz. Is all I was gonna say.
I don't know what my monitors are. I don't know them. I think my main monitor for my desktop is 144 hertz, maybe.
You also have to get matching hertz. I found out like within the last year, a lot of stuff will go by the lowest common denominator. So this has to be a button check.
Yeah. There's no way Arturo picks 10. There's no way, unless like he's got this pocket Ken we ain't never seen.
This is pretty much how I would expect Art's pocket Ken to go.
Yeah.
Maybe
Just
it is
walking
real.
face first into medium punches.
I swear I'm trying to V-skill to run. It's just not coming through, guys.
Yeah.
CFN's eating my buttons.
I know I complimented this defense before, but it's looking mad sus right now.
This is not looking great. Are we sure his controller's plugged in?
I have not seen one whiff punish DP. This is not a real Ken player.
Man, he got PP'd on.
Yup. Happens. Gave him the R. Kelly treatment.
The 7 golden PPs. All right, so well, that actually might have been a connection check, maybe.
Could have been. Could have been. Or maybe he just like
fat fingered it.
Yeah, because like I know he's generally doing like 4 things at once, right? Like running a stream production, yelling at some guy in the back to move the camera, and also playing a set. So maybe he just like hit the A button, it didn't think, and then was like, "Shit, I'm not a Ken player." You never know.
Just cooking dinner on the side too. Nice little 7-course meal, entrees and all.
Making sure that the texture on that grilled cheese is just perfect. He's flipping it in the wok. He's ready.
Man, you could cook so many grilled cheeses in a wok.
Yo, think about it. And like, they're so much easier to flip because it's got that nice concaveness, so you can just like whoop, whoop.
I don't have like the wok angler. I don't know what it's called. Because like they make an attachment for your like standard stove to like funnel the heat
What?
from your
I gotta
burner
look this up.
into your wok.
Wok,
So it like
stove.
heats
Is
more
it for like? Is it
evenly?
for gas stoves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I have an electric stove with like a glass.
Oh. Yeah. It's probably I would explode a glass top so fast.
It's called a wok ring. Nicolais, yes, that's the sound it makes when you flip a grilled cheese. It goes, whoop, whoop. Anywho, we got matches coming on up.
Ring?
Yeah, like it's called a wok ring. I know, right? Like it's so dangerous. But that's what it's called. Okay, got the option select side switch. Art fighting his way out.
Art's fighting for his life right now. He's just getting him down low though.
Alright, if he moves into the bedroom, he can always use a walk ring. Alright, coming forward, the EX, gonna get the tick throw coming in. Okay, he gets him with the delayed button, trying to jump out, gets hit. Nightmare effect, living.
Yeah, living the best life out here is able to take round 1 against Arturo. Looking to get some good damage down here round 2, and there's a slide. Not afraid, no fear.
Yeah, yep, and he caught the landing frames while he whiffed the dive kick, but Nightmare effect wasn't ready. Thought it was gonna clip. +2, hold this. My God, I thought Sim was a zoner. Look at this pressure.
It's a mix-up zoner. Sometimes he's zoning you, sometimes he's in your face. You never know, and that's the true mix-up. Just like that, we're in.
Okay, plus.
Oh,
the slide hits again.
Name another sim that just slides, because that's a button on their controller. They're just like,
Well, but in this matchup, it's actually a great idea because Boxer wants to use that rush punch to get in, and you can low profile the rush punch. I actually really agree with the decision from Art.
And
He's literally
worked out
trying to
that
say,
round.
yo, I dare you to rush punch.
That said, you don't really need to raw rush punch if you can catch him floating, because it has that new counter hit juggle effect as of a couple months ago, and you can get some nice little strings off of that. So we're seeing Art not spending as much time in the sky as previous.
Yeah, definitely. And you have to be ready for it, though, right? Because Sim can float high enough to get out of the range of the screw-upper. But if you get clipped by that, there's a lot of stuff coming. In the words of Judas Priest, you do have another thing coming. Okay, we're going to walk back. EX Fireball. There it comes, though. The rush punch connecting. Waited a little bit for the slide to come out. This is what you were talking about, Doctor. Time to guess.
Who'd have guessed you just get punched?
You know? Everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah. And even then, like, your game plan is just, man, I really don't want to get hit in the face again.
Right. That's 80% of fighting is not getting punched.
Round 1.
Just don't get hit. You'll win.
That's what Mayweather's been doing for 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's gonna fight a YouTuber in like a couple months too.
And the YouTuber's gonna win because for some reason this kid can't lose. And I just need this YouTuber kid to get his ass beat. I need it. My soul needs it. Okay, crush counter, gets the slide walking out.
Gets the activation too, burning away, and is just immediately towed the line. Does lose all that gray life as well. But look at the scoop damage. It's so much damage. Oh no.
Basically, this is the first set, not a reset yet. Okay, gonna try to poke out. View reversaling. EX slides. Oh, he whiffed a dive kick, but Nightmare wasn't ready with the challenge.
This is looking pretty good for Nightmare once again. A little bit of shimmy there.
Backed away.
Held back for a second. It was enough. I am curious what Art's adaptions are gonna look like. Because I mean, we've obviously talked up Art's adaptions here tonight, but as Dulcim, how are you supposed to get Nightmare Effect off of you? No reversals. You can, obviously low profile these rush punches, but if that's not what's beating you, what do you do?
Right, and it's tough because you have to make the right decision. Okay, Stan blocks the overhead, out of the corner. Challenge waits, punishes. I like that from Art. He knows that Nightmare Effect loves to go with that target combo. Good view reversal, though. Doesn't want to deal with the cooks. Big fierce. Counter hit.
Just reaching for it. Finally going to get it with the EX Rush Punch closeout. 2-0 currently Nightmare Effect from loser side.
Balrog win.
Yeah, Nightmare Effect one game away from resetting this bracket and taking Arturo to the Rossetti, the big bad Rossetti. Yo, you left your town on Animal Crossing. You didn't save first. You got to be careful.
Round one.
Let's see what happens.
Fight.
Doesn't the game autosave?
No, not the DS version. And if you didn't save it and then turned it off, Mr. Rossetti would yell at you, and I hate that mole. I hate it. I would wake up every morning because I'd fall asleep playing Animal Crossing, and he'd be like, "You didn't save your game," and then he'd yell at me, and it would take me 5 more minutes to get into my town to clean up the weeds that had generated. It's a whole thing, Doctor.
All right. Good thing I came in New Leaf and missed all of that.
This time. Yep.
Great.
Okay, coming out with the laid down jab. Time to cook. I like that view reversal close enough. Dulcim did get a pullback, but you have to activate it far enough away that the view reversal won't connect. And now he's going to kind of keep coming in here. And honestly, he's doing all right. This is the zone he wants to play at, right? Using these medium kicks to stop the startup of the rush punches. Now he's going into rush down art. This is a beta sim coming in hot and heavy.
Got lots of gray life here, but it only matters if you can actually collect it. It's a little bit of a snipe, but still needs a lot more than that.
What a
Nightmare Effect
slide.
fully loaded. Has trigger, has CA. What's the option? I feel like 1-6 sequence into a CA actually kills Art here.
Well, what's scary is, though, Art's got the mix, the gray health and everything. Activation, just needs to block it out and find the time to go low or high. There it is. There's the low. Yo, Black Gaming League bringing us in the 20. That means the Street Fighter 4 tournament's over. I don't know who won, but let me know. Saw some amazing players here. They had a Team Paisai on the mics with I believe Shadow Ace as well. What a stand jab.
Staying strong though.
Brent's cool one. Gotcha.
HP. Let's get a trade there. And Art, oh, that's an unfortunate trade for Art.
Good frame kills. Gonna hold the plus frames. Is Art slides in. It connects. You keep talking about it. These slides are so effective.
But just like that, getting hit in the corner equally effective. Oh, that's a big crush. Gets a little bit of space. V breaks him back into the corner though.
Okay, big plus frames on the dive kick. Gonna come with some stagger pressure. Furby gonna look for an opportunity to activate. There it is. Time to cook and then guess. Oh, he pressed! I can't believe the medium punch connected.
That was really far away. That's quite a bit of distance after all that burning. The slide forward.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he was very far away. I'm surprised.
This is reset point for Nightmare Effect. Okay, gets his toes.
Gets the shift. No break that time, though. Just trying to buy some space. Open up for the more rush punches. Both players down back and as their lives depended on it.
Okay, catches him trying to float with the EX, gonna come in, go low. Art blocking, gets counter hit with the medium. You gotta be careful, it's coming. Oh, he gets in his dome! Where's your helmet, my guy? It's time for a reset!
Okay.
Gotta block your dome.
Frog wins.
That was even the delayed rise there from Art to try and, you know, play mind games, and Nightmare Effect said, "Oh, great. I have time to plan my next move, and I'm gonna come up and over for it."
Yep. I don't gotta think if I just hit you in the top of the head real hard.
Did Nightmare win last week?
Let's do
Oh, so this could be a double win for Nightmare if he resets and wins. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't here last week. The last
Is
week's been a bit of a
this-
blur.
Man, tell me about it. Well, like, I feel like we got Memorial Day off and came back, and the world was like, cool, you had a 3-day weekend. Welcome to hell, my guy.
Oh man, I hope you were well rested that 3-day weekend, because we are gonna drain it all out of you.
We are going to suck it out. Are we going to get the back-to-back from Nightmare Effect? Or is NYC Furby going to bandage up them stretchy limbs and stop the bleeding? Find out next time on Casa 57.
Man, if we really wanted to bandage up those limbs, we'd be seeing the Halloween costume, which is sick, by the way. But for
This
now,
costume.
it's just nostalgia, and it's the V-Skill 2 now. I didn't think this was gonna come out because of it takes so long to like activate. So which is
Wow.
You know, we saw it punished earlier, and I feel like Nightmare Effect has been so quick to punish people that I mean, Art's activated it twice now, and I have a hard time seeing him being able to activate again.
Yep, gonna keep the pressure though. I like what he's doing. Okay, look at that. He uses the plus range off the EX to get the charge. Okay, but then a jump in over the medium kick, recovers in time to block. This is definitely a slugfest right now.
Activates the trigger 1, trying to close this gap here, burning
help.
away. That's a lot of gray life. One throw will do it.
Walks away, floats back, going for it, gets the big fierce. Just, again, chipping away at the health. That slide did so much damage. And Art finishes the round with a slide. Looking clean.
If we get more of that from Art, this will look a lot closer. But for now, is it a one and done? Is it, you know, are we going to see Art make these adjustments and come back? Right now he's getting shimmied. One more for stun.
Oh, he did it again, but he was out of range to hit. He backdashed. That's a
Oh.
punish on the jump medium.
Not the biggest punish. Lots of gray life building up here. Punishes the slide that Nightmare knew was coming, because that's what Art's been doing. Activate, slides forward, pushes a different button, maybe slides a second time, and this time, Nightmare Effect was close enough to punish the first one.
Yep, a Nightmare Effect channeling his inner Freddy Krueger. I'm going to get you where you can't stop me in your dreams. What a button from Art. Plus frames going with the down fierce. We got loops. Yo, you check out these plus frames I picked up at Costco. I got them in my cart here. You want to see them?
And Tom, you know what we haven't seen in the last couple of rounds? V-Skill 2 from Art.
Yeah, it's definitely not seeming very effective right now. You can't charge it up when Balrog's on top of you in that fancy purple suit. What a V-shift. Yo! V-shift's
goes-
the V-skill, or the V-reversal, excuse me.
Yeah, and even gets a big amount of damage afterwards as well. We did see the V-Skill of Balrog fail to block the fireball, but you gotta block that overhead. What's the chance?
You're dead. He gets the hit. The holy kick into the EX with the flying medium punch juggle. Arturo's on the board after getting 3-0'd for the reset. Found some time, found some breath. Still time to take this tournament.
Yeah, did take a bit of a breather. You know, is coming in quite warm now. You know, did have a bit of a break between winners finals and grand finals, but it was just as long enough for Nightmare Effect to run through their opponents. And now that you're up a game, that confidence is a little bit higher than it was before.
Right.
Activates the V skill and immediately gets punched in the face.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally sacrificing life to get the bouncing ball. But right now, it's not giving him a lot of stuff. Gonna teleport out. K tries to bait something. There's the double hit. Walking in, tries to shimmy, But Nightmare Effect's like, nah, just toss me. I'll take the throw all day. What a view reversal. No gray health building up. Trying to push him back into the flames.
Gets punished for it as well. Lots of damage coming their way. Teleports out to stay safe after the activation. But these trades are working for Nightmare Effect.
View reversal. He's got the life lead. He's trying to stay on top, right? Does not want to get eked out. Doesn't want to start taking gray health. What a slide.
Oh, that was super early. V reversal, too. It didn't even put the fire out. It was so early, which is definitely not good for Art as they do end up losing the round afterwards. Nightmare Effect looking to pick up their first game here in the reset.
Yeah, right. You want to stop this runaway specifically because there's no reset coming. You've already done the hard work. Now you just got to finish it up.
Yeah, it's just a single first to 3. Winner take all at this point. Not literally, of course, but winner is the Casa champion.
I heard if you win, Bunch is given free hugs. It's just what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Okay, pressuring out.
I don't know where Nightmare Effect's from, but I'm sure we could work that out.
Yeah, probably.
Art's obviously in New York, so that's easy for Bunch.
Yeah, easy peasy. Okay, going with a nice dive kick again. The drill's coming in. View reversal and just wanted to keep Art locked in the corner. I really respect that decision making. The anti-air with the walk under, and everything in Nightmare Effect's arsenal says, listen, you are in the corner. This is where you live. You can't get out. Oh, nobody tried to challenge.
Yeah, you say that, but we got challenges. View versus the EX rush. Tries to buy a little bit more space, but it's Nightmare's turn to activate.
Okay, gonna go for all of these. He tried to press and he gave him the final hit. What attack? That was so mandatory, but he was too high. He had the dive, but the rush punch actually moved Nightmare Effect and then a challenge. And Art says, I am not going down without a fight. Not today. Not on Rex Manning Day.
It's a brawl. It's just a full-on brawl between these two players right now. We get the activation. We get the falling heavy punch. We get the nice little sequence afterwards. Thrown to the corner. Slides on deck as well. Art's pushing every single button on that fight stick. Every single one.
Absolutely, and the spacing of these drills has been so good. He gets a counter hit. Again, he teleports away trying to bait something. And he's just trying to hold Nightmare Effect in the corner. Teleports out, Nightmare Effect ready with the anti-air and just walking away. Let me hold this charge. Looks a little dodgy on my side. Not sure if that's CFN or Discord. Hopefully Discord.
It could be both. It could be either or. But the players are ready for it. Rush punch not long enough to punish the sniper whiff. And now just a bit of HP left. Went for the throw. Got tacked. Oh! What? That was weird. It worked.
Arturo's up
but it was
2-0.
weird.
Up 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Tournament point
2-0.
for Art.
2-0.
2-0. 2-0. My goodness.
Gets 2-0'd, just a 2-0 back. Technically it's
Mike
3-0,
B
2-0
knows what I'm
back.
talking about. We mustn't dwell. Nay. Not on Rex Manning. Okay, we're back to the nooch.
Oh, interrupted on the big swing fist.
Woo!
According to Twitter, that's called a bong rip.
Oh. I'm in. Okay, gonna go with it. The stand jab, stopping the drill. Trying to go forward with the rush punch -4. Art just staying patient. Saying, yo, if you press something, you're getting crush counter. Other way, get off me, bruh.
And for me personally, I'm actually finding it really difficult to see what's changed in Art's game plan outside of just they stopped getting hit.
Yeah, right? Like, it's like one of those things where you're talking to someone about fighting. Oh, no.
No punish.
Oh, no.
You're in the corner, but you didn't get punished. So that's not terrible.
Okay,
Oh,
but the
wait.
crush counter gonna stop the slide. Nightmare Effect. Spends the bar instead of saving. Goes for the empty jumpy. Slide activate. We good.
You were saying, though, about explaining fighting games to people.
Yeah, like just when someone doesn't really play the game and they're like, you know, the best way to win is just not get hit. That's kind of what we were seeing there, right? It's just like, yo, you know what? I'm just not gonna take damage anymore, and maybe I'll win. And it was working.
And it's clearly working. Has the golden bar right now. Is on tournament point. Also,
Wow.
Blocks the V reversal. Man, something has
Look at this
changed.
rush
in
down.
Zoner, by the way, in Nightmare Effect,
Yeah.
something has completely come loose because whatever they were doing to everybody before this hasn't worked out in this set.
Okay, but this time Arturo not blocking the dome, gets clipped up. Gonna have to watch out. One more touch is gonna stun. Nightmare gets the counter hit. He's not going down without a fight. We're a round apiece. Is Nightmare gonna stop the bleeding? Remember, he's got to win 3 straight at this point.
Yeah, got to go for the full reverse sweep, and it all starts here. 7 rounds in the bag, and it's just forward for Art, never letting up.
He just got block strained into the corner. He literally got pushed to the corner by blocking.
And he just can't punish the charge up this time. It's too high. There's a very casual slow fall afterwards too. No fancy teleports or anything like that. And you're losing the war of attrition. You're not getting those big combo sequences you were earlier. And it's just because Art decided to start blocking.
Yeah, and now Art's figured out the rhythm, gets the crush counter. You gotta hold this mix. Why are you teching? Ooh, he doesn't get him. The dome!
He literally bet it all on that snipe. That man's fired. Back till's not enough.
Oh, we got him! NYC Furby says, yo, sit in the flames, pop a squat, get got, coming in with the Yoga Sniper to close it out after getting reset. 3-0. That wasn't just an adaptation, that was a washing. Yeah, Nightmare Effect got the first one. Art figured it out, got the download, and came through. That was a hell of a grand finals, Doctor.
Yeah, set 1 was getting dirty, right? It was a play in the mud.
Right.
Then Arturo decided, you know what? I got to head to the cleaners, chucked everything, including Nightmare Effect in the washing machine, set it on high, and just let it rip. And 3-0'd him in quick fashion.
And what's unfortunate about it, too, is you saw that any time that, like, Nightmare Effect really get the ball rolling, right? Really get the momentum moving, he started to put Sim in that blender, and he started to get some results, started to get some damage. But if Art could slow him down at all, even by like 5%, suddenly the matchup changed because Sim is so good at controlling the pace of the match, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, and it's what Art does so masterfully week in, week out. We talked about it a little bit earlier in Winners Finals. The constant adaptation from this player allows them to stay on top so often, and they do it again. They break the nightmare streak of Nightmare Effect 2. They leave him at 1.
Shit, the boss is here. Everybody look busy. Duty, booger.
What happened? Did New York win again?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
God damn it. God
Only-
damn it.
If only we could get a non-biased TO to stop rigging these brackets.
Damn. A New Englander actually seeded the bracket today, so
That's fine. None of our players show up anyway, so.
okay. That was your words, not mine. That was your words, not mine.
Anyway,
I want
do
it
you
on
have
record
some
that
magic words?
Doctor-
Do you have some
Doctor
magic
said
words
that.
for us? What?
What?
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Are you talking? Are you here to say some stuff?
Are you done?
Yes.
Butts.
So shout outs to New York once again, winning my tournament. Good on to NYC Furby, extraordinaire Dawson player since the dawn of time, youngest of old man. I guess shout outs to everybody that lost to him and that can't beat anybody from New York. Shout outs to my fourth home, New England. It's home to a lot of dope people, especially the man that has actually been holding down the stream for what feels like 14 to 15 months, and that's my man Dom right here. This isn't gonna be short. So this is unfortunately Dom's last Casa Fridays for a little bit because everybody's going back outside.
Welcome.
And he's got to go back to work on Fridays to help help less fortunate events run properly. So that's what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna happily be making money in the process of helping out his community be better than when it stopped working in 2019 and 2020. So shout outs to you, Dom. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for my brand and my dream. I legit will do everything in my power to make sure that we get whatever your dream is off the ground. I'm 100% in your debt, and thank you so much. And it's not goodbye. It's see you soon. We're gonna find some other stuff to incorporate you into throughout Casa's run on in person and online. Um, which kind of segues me into the next part where we're going to be restructuring how we do things with Casa Online. Notice I'm not calling it Casa Fridays, I'm calling it Casa Online because we're going to be moving off of the Friday slot and collaborating with Boston Bluebeat for online monthlies. I believe that's going to be happening at the end of July, and I believe the day of the week that we chose was Sunday. So Sunday nights is when we're going to be moving operations for Casa and Boston Blue Beat. We'll be covering games such as Blaze Blue Central Fiction, Guilty Gear Plus R, Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. And I think I said Blaze Blue. I think Melty Blood. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that stuff. We're still trying to iron out how things are gonna look. So between now and New England Online Reloaded, we will still be running Casa Fridays. It's just right now we're really just trying to like level out everything and make sure everything is properly planned so that we can just segue right into the next part of this whole thing. So please just give us a few weeks to figure everything out. We already have a new streamer that's gonna come on and help us throughout June and July. That's gonna be Trace Completes Ed Roppel. So thank you, Ed, for stepping up and helping me out with that. That was a super duper like out of nowhere assist that like the news when I got the news that Dom was going back to work, like I was like kind of lost, and I just literally threw it in a group chat and I was like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And Ed came out of nowhere from left field and was like, hey, I got Fridays open again. So thank you, Ed. Yeah, so Casa Fridays for Street Fighter 5 will be on Trace Complete's channel. Um I don't know if yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on Trace Complete next week. So you'll see tweets and everything for it. Don't worry, just make sure you're following the Casa Twitter. You will know where we're going. We will not leave you guys in the dark. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. Check out East Coast Throwdown. We start Street Fighter 5 starts June 17th. We'll be here with Guilty Gear Strive next Friday. So if you're into that, please sign up for that. Street Fighter 5 is not going anywhere. It'll be running concurrently. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, Dom, thank you, dog. For real, for real. I love you, man. Um,
Thanks, Tom.
Love you too, brother.
yeah.
Love you too.
Yeah, I hate
He's
this
getting
shit.
weird. He's getting emotional on the internet.
The only thing I ask for is just when the first Casa Major happens, call me. That's all I ask.
Well, you're gonna already know because we're gonna be planning it right here in the Discord, like we always do.
Yeah, I know, but call me anyway.
All right, I'll call you, and we'll just sit on the phone. Like, hey man,
Yeah.
remember when you told me to call you about the thing that
Yeah.
you've already known about? So yeah,
Exactly.
we're sitting here on the phone together. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
All right, I will call you.
Waste my minutes.
I promise. But yeah, we'll get more mushy. Guilty Gear Plus R just ended, so I gotta go give them the news too. Thank you everybody that played, that watched, blah blah blah, that rated, blah blah blah. Make sure you subscribe and follow to Dom, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
And yeah, shout out to Dom for holding it down for all of these weeks and
Hell
giving you guys
yeah.
something to watch. If you have
guys, love
your
you guys.
Prime sub available, be sure to go ahead and use that. Or even if it's not a Prime sub, Dom puts in good work, streams every morning, I think, just about. So all
Yeah,
of that-
every morning at either 8 or 9 a.m. Because I usually wake up at 7 and I stream. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays every day at on those days at 8 or 9 a.m.
Be sure to hit a follow. Be sure to hit the sub. Support the community that supported the community. And I'm done. So thank you everybody for tuning in to Casa 57. It's up to you, Tom.
My name's Thomas Winkley. I'm gonna shill something really bad. I'm sorry, Dom. I don't mean to take this away from you, but tomorrow Utah FGC is back in person. There's the Twitch link. Matcherino's somewhere. I don't think I have it copy pasted, but oh, it's right there. So if you want to support the Utah FGC, we get to go back in person tomorrow, and we'll be streaming MK11, Tekken 7, and Street Fighter 5. Dom, my dude, it's been hella cool, and I can't wait to meet you in person at some point. And good night, everybody.
Oh no, you're gonna meet me in person.
You know it. It's gonna be weird hugs. It's gonna get real strange. Real strange.
Yep. I'll allow it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Peace out.
All right, and one more time, thank you to Bunch for the opportunity, and I appreciate all of you guys. Like I said, I do stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays every morning at either 8 or 9 in the morning. So please be like, this won't be the end for me streaming. I promise you that. But I appreciate you guys tuning in to all the Casas. You guys are all the real MVPs. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next stream. Peace, guys.